I'm having just way too much fun here. By popular demand, it is the bus review. My entire collection of a crazy, strange assortment of buses. All sizes, all scales, all manufacturers. And we are going to be checking out everything from the smallest Hot Wheels and Matchbox buses, not pictured, right down to these larger Winebacks, which are more appropriately scaled for Hot Wheels. And let's see which one is the fastest, the sturdiest, and how well do buses float.
Buses.
Boxes and boxes of buses to look at.
Oh, I can barely lift that with one hand. My goodness. What have we got in here? Right off the bat, I can see some very cool buses I have not looked at in quite some time. Got some majorette buses. We are going to look at all these a little closer up, of course. Just getting them out of the box with you. Some more majorette buses. Air France, that is really cool. What else? Miami Beach, another majorette. So many cool buses. What do we got here? This is a different style bus. These are starting to pile up already. There's another one. I bought all these long time ago. eBay auctions when I was on a huge bus hunt. These majorette buses are fairly hard to find, especially in North America. More commonly found in Europe. However, they were sold in Canada at one point. This one is not majorette. I don't even know what that is. FC Holland or something. Bermuda. Scale 1/87th. Well, there you go. I'll have to maybe take out some of those Matchbox buses for a comparison. This one I think is a CQ. This is a flexi bus. It actually flexes a little bit. It's got a rubber accordion in the middle. Park and ride. Yeah, that's a CQ. Not much information. Rubber tires. That is a really cool bus. My goodness. What else we got? Fairly plain bus. This looks like an old Greyhound type bus. I used to know all the names of these things. Promotional model. Made by Lato. That's pretty interesting. And I do have a lot of these double-decker style buses. There were so many different varieties over the years. This one's made by Days Gone. And another probably Days Gone, missing a headlight. Yep, Days Gone. Nice detail on these. They're quite heavy. So far, all typically in about the same scale. This is a really nice one. I'll guess this is also a Days Gone. Now that is a brand that is well out of existence by now, I think. Either that they were out of existence and brought back, but I'm not sure if they're making anything now. Look at this one. It's only the size of a finger. I think we've got enough room. Let's get this big old Bertha out of here. Wow, that is a heavy unit. It's got steering wheels, opening bays, like every single one. Looks like rubber tires. A lot of details on this. The front doors open. More bays on the side. This is hard to do one hand. I should have got the tripod out. Oh well, too late now. This one's kind of an off-the-cuff video. What do we got here? This is like some sort of special... Wow, this thing's massive. It must weigh about 5 pounds. No information on the bottom. No idea who makes it. I think your only clue if you're after one of these is what is on there. The best in Europe. Amsterdam bus tour. That is one heck of a bus. I mean, look at the size of it. That'd be about 1/50th scale, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna put that one over there. Sorry, dipped the camera a little too low there. And this one is kind of like a modern style double-decker with opening doors. They've actually got little, once again, tripod would have been helpful. There we go, doors that open. They open inwards. Inwards. Kind of chintzy feeling, but pretty cool looking. Rubber tires. I think this is a Wineback. Safety requirement, made in China, no other information. Oh yes. Oh dear. I want to let that thing loose on the buses. Now here's another big heavy one. What have we got here? Larger scale, no brand once again, made in China. Just for scale reference, a very similar, I think that's the exact same bus. I'm guessing that's about 1/60th scale. This one's got to be about 155, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know my buses all that well. We don't have them here in Canada. Not too many of them anyways. That one's a little beat. That's a Days Gone, so that belongs next to that one. And there's one in better condition. Lato. Same exact bus, but with different names on the bases. A lot of double deckers. This is a big old heavy one. Got a wheel falling off, a tire falling off the wheel, no markings. This one looks old. I'm gonna guess this one is quite old. Out of that, it's just a very simple casting. I really don't know how I got so many of these. Route Master, no brand again. A lot of these I imagine would have been sold as kind of like tourist trinkets. So that could be why they're just unmarked things made in China. This one's made in Great Britain. That's interesting. This, I believe, is a Corgi casting, if I'm correct. Those wheels are indicative of Corgi wheels. I know Corgi did make some trinkets of sorts. This is a bigger one. London Standard, made by Indeed. This is a larger Corgi version. It has similar wheels to the one I just looked at, just a larger scale basically. Now we'll get through, let's get into some square ones while we're switching it up. These are cool. These are made by Matchbox Lesney, super fast. They are solid metal. Some of them have opening doors, as you can see on this one. There you go. It's got the actuator up there above the front door. These ones have true suspension and roll super smoothly. These were always my favorite. I had one of these growing up, and now I've got a whole lot more. This was the one I had growing up, the Planetarium. And there is the information on the base. I don't know if you can see that. Matchbox, super fast, 1972. Solid piece. I mean, this is like a metal brick. It's possibly why they don't make them this heavy anymore. Who knows? Another one with the opening door. Tampo, or not tampos, these ones have stickers on them. Pretty rough condition. Here's a silver one. Same exact vehicle. Countless and countless paint variations. The one I had as a child did not have the opening doors. I think it's the only one I've seen so far without opening doors. Indeed. So possibly also sold as trinkets back in the day for visitors. I'm not sure. Obviously those were sold in Canada, being Matchbox. Ireland, land of 100,000 welcomes. Really? How about that? It's a nice one. Made by Welly. Now there's an old brand. Welly. I think this one might be a wineback as well. Nope. It's got a really beefy base plate for no reason. Possibly a recycled wineback plate from one of the many similar. I mean, that one looks exactly like this one, which was made by Corgi. Those are basically identical wheelbase and everything. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these parts are reused. Now here's a really old one. This one's got the old jeweled headlights, steel wheels with plastic tires. Look at that. It's even got a little dude or a little woman hanging out in the back. Oh, over focus. And that one made by Corgi as well. Pretty cool. That one has terrific suspension. That's probably one of the better ones, I'd say. Last one out of the double-decker bus box here before we get into some really interesting buses. Looks like another Corgi. Indeed. Alright, well. Oh! I was wrong. One more. This one's seen some love. Looks like another corgi. Indeed, another corgi. So that is a lot of buses. I'm not sure we need to look at them a whole lot closer. We've got so many more buses to look at. Here's one directly from my youth. The big old Buddy L. Greyhound MCI or something, MC9, whatever it is. Doesn't even say. Just a Greyhound license bus. This thing's a tin bus, hollow. Not much more to say about it. They're pretty common. I've seen them at flea markets and such for about 10 bucks. Definitely way off in scale. I mean, it's even larger than this massive bus, but I just figured it's one of the die casts, so to speak. I guess not. It's more of like a tin press, but that's a good old beast. Now, these ones here are all a little bit newer. Still available for the most part. This one is a very interesting one. It's very detailed, very heavy bus, and part of a collection of buses purpose-built for collectors. They're rather expensive. I think my parents got this for me as a gift one year. Made by Corgi Yellow Coach. Or no, I think... Did I can't remember where I got this one. Either that, a nice YouTuber sent it to me years and years ago. I'm not sure. Anywho's, that's a cool bus. Really nice, big, heavy piece. I mean, you can tell by the detail on the wheels and tires just how authentic this thing is. Scale, I'm not sure if it had a scale on there. I didn't see a scale. Anyways, it's a big bus. I would imagine that'd be at least 1/43rd, 1/50th scale. Just guessing again. Put that other big old beast next to it. Those almost look like about right for each other. If I knew the scale of these buses, then I would be able to tell you, but I don't. So, oh my goodness, those are heavy. These ones here I bought from a gentleman in Ottawa through eBay. They're pullbacks. There's really no information on them other than Xing Fat Haiyang 1703, made in China. But these are really nice proportioned buses. They're not of the highest detail quality, but they're sufficient enough that for customs and stuff, I think they're terrific. They only run about $6 or $7, I think. And these are definitely tourist trinket type buses, as I call them. However, I've used this one. If you've watched my old Monster Jam videos, I had a purple bus in one, tinfoil. Well, this was the mold for that one. And at that time, I'd bought that one locally in some little downtown shop for $5, and I tore it apart and got purple paint all over it, and then broke the window trying to reassemble it. So it was a couple years later, and I managed to find the guy selling them on eBay. Can't remember who it was anymore. New York bus. That will help you as well if you're looking for these. Not sure if they're sold in the United States, but I ended up buying them out. So he doesn't have any more. I bought lots of them. I think he gave me a deal at like $5 a bus or something at that time. So I got them all. I'm going to do a few more customs. I want to do some customs with these, like make them like derelict field parked old buses. I'm going to put some rusting solution on them. Maybe even do a couple Demolition Derby versions. Definitely going to do some more crushable versions. So there's lots there now. I'll definitely keep one or two in good shape. Not a highly collectible item, but... And also from my Monster Jam videos, here is the original school bus. I broke the window in it as well, taking it apart, and lost the doors. But this is a cool one. It's got an opening door. It's also a pullback. And I believe same company, maybe not. That's all there is. You can use those as your guide if you're looking for these. They're hard to find. I wasn't able to find these again while I was looking for those. Thankfully I didn't get purple paint all over this one, but it is missing a few parts, and it's a really nice, really good proportions. A lot of these school buses that you find are not really the proper proportions. So this one I think is a bit squat, a little bit wide, but it's still pretty good. These are those California buses that were just recently decommissioned, I think either this summer or last. I can't remember what they're called, but they are really cool. Great for camper conversions. It's got the flip out stop sign. I think that's about it. These are also wind back. And Xing Fat Hayang 1304. So definitely the same manufacturer as these ones. And they're peppy. They're peppy little buses. They got a lot of pep to them. So we got 2 of those.
I think that's it. And wow, that's a lot of buses. I hope you enjoyed the bus video. Is there any buses that you can think of I should add to my collection? If so, let me know in the comments. Until then, happy hunting!